Hey guys, what's up? Yugi Master here. I'm coming at you with a real deck profile. This is of my uh, GraveKeeper deck. This is one I've been preparing for a long time, and I think I finally have it at a really good balance. I like playing it this way, and no, it is not Malefic Gravekeepers. I know a lot of people seem to think that those decks are very annoying, and I don't want to I don't want to play the same thing that a lot of other people are using, so I decided to go completely against that and go with something completely different. So let's begin. You have two Summoner Monk, just allows you to chain off, play into any one of the level 4 monsters, which there is plenty of. Um, Love playing him. Just ditch a spell. There are generally a lot of spells that you can ditch for for him, so really good. That's two Summoner Monk. So next, this guy is extremely important. It is triple Gravekeeper's Commandant. He lets you search out Necro Valley, and he's a level 4, so you can XYZ with him. However, I don't really advise XYZing with the deck. The deck itself is strong enough without XYZs, and I mean, I guess you can XYZ, if you want to, definitely if you want to. But Commandant just lets you search for Necro Valley. He's terraforming and he's a monster. That's why we run him at 3, is because he also can get a lot of use. Next is your main card. Well, when your main key combo plays is 3 Gravekeeper Spy. This guy, what he does is he is amazing. You set him, right? You set it, and when you flip it, you can special summon a Gravekeeper monster with 1500 attack or less. So you go for that, and you play off. And it's a level 4, so he's easy to play out. There's actually a combo that goes very well with him, and it requires one of the XYZ monsters, which is very unexpected. So that's 3 Gravekeeper Spy. We play 2 Assailant. Someone told me that it's better to run Spear Soldier, but Spear Soldier is bad. Assailant is so much better because this deck focuses on getting out attack power monsters. These guys normally are 2000 attack, and your opponent usually won't have a defense higher than that. So you just play one of these, you attack, effect, change their battle position, change it from attack to defense, boom, you got yourself a big attack monster right there. So that's 2 Assailant. We have 2 Descendant. You depending on what matchup you're playing against, depending on what matchup you're playing against, it will determine when and how many Descendants you'll want. I only have 2, and I find that it's actually good at 2. I've played this deck against a lot of things, and Descendant at 2 is actually really good. It's easy to bring to the field. It is level 4. It's easy to get out to your hand as well. It's very searchable. It's very good. Just pop a Gravekeeper monster and pop one card in the field. Next we play 2 Chief. Chief is searchable. Chief, when you tribute summon for this card, special summon 1 Gravekeeper monster from your graveyard. With Necro Valley on the field, he has 2400 attack, and you can play Call the Haunted while Chief is on the field because you are unaffected. Well, it's unaffected. Well, I believe it's the your graveyard is unaffected by Necro Valley when you control Gravekeeper's Chief. So when you control him, you are unaffected by the effects of Necro Valley. So you can banish, you can do things with if you control Gravekeeper's Chief and Necro Valley. We play 1 Recruiter. Recruiter, you pretty much only need it at 1. I haven't found a need for more than 1. I mean, sometimes it would be nice to have more than 1, just to send the deck out and keep the deck going. But otherwise, you don't need more than 1. And 1 Gravekeeper's Visionary. Sometimes I feel like this guy should be at 2. He's a big boss monster of the deck. He gets you over pretty much every monster. and I feel like that the deck may be better with him at 2, but he's only at 1 so far, and it's kind of all he needs to be at. But that is 16 monsters total. Let's go into the spells. So for spells you have 1 mind control. Oh yeah, mind control is a beast. I love playing mind control. You play mind control, take Stardust Dragon, take something, and just completely screw them over with mind control. 1 Allure of Darkness. Every monster is a dark monster, and you get a lot of them. So you play Allure of Darkness, you can banish 1, you draw 2. 2 Power Duality. You basically only take turn 1 and turn 2 to set up. So these 2 Duality is great. You can use them to set up, and after you got your setup ready, just ditch it with Summoner Monk. And just go off. 2 Solidarity. Every monster in the main deck is a spellcaster, so like I said, power out build, triple Solidarity. I mean, double Solidarity is good. I tried it at 3, not good at 3, great at 2. Double MST. Some decks don't run a lot of back row, so MST basically gets you over that. And like if you're playing against spellbooks, just ditch your MST with Summoner Monk and go for game. GraveKeeper still. Add 2 GraveKeeper monsters from your graveyard to your hand, and triple Necro Valley, your field spell. Pretty mandatory to have it at 3. Your opponent can't banish cards from the graveyard except via, well, it can't move cards from the graveyard except via their own effect. So cards in either player's cannot be removed from play, and cards in either player's graveyard cannot be affected by card effects except for their own effects. So Necro Valley goes to that deck lockdown. You can't summon from the graveyard. Well, you can't really summon from the graveyard, but we can get around that. We don't summon from the grave often. Well, most times we don't summon from the grave, so we like to summon from the deck, which we do a lot. So for traps, we've got Threatening Roar. Basically, you just stop your opponent from attacking. Compulse, send back like Stardust Dragon or something like that, something big. Bottomless Trap Hole. 1 Torrential Tribute, nuke the field pretty much. 1 Fiendish Chain. 2 Dimensional Prison. Love Dimensional Prison at 2. Absolutely just too good. Gets you over Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon hates in this deck a little bit because we like to pop cards and destroy things sometimes. So Dimensional Prisons to get over that. Double Mirror Force. Let's stop OTKs. And for Revival, we have 3 Rite of Spirit. Absolutely love playing 3 Rite of Spirit. I tried it at 2. I tried it at 1. It's best at 3, and it ignores Necro Valley's effect. So the combos. Well, that's the main deck. 40 cards, 16 monsters. I didn't count the spells and traps total. But the main play that you'll go for with the extra deck is we have Wind Up Zenmaester. This guy is just too good. What you'll do is you'll play Zenmaester. You will have a face-up. You'll have a face-up spy on the field. You'll play into Zenmaester. You will set your spy. You will flip spy, and go off. If you have another Zenmaester, you can reset spy. During the end phase, flip it again, go off again. So that's just the little combo that I came up with. It's such a fun combo. If you're playing Worms, you can also play that kind of same thing. Okay, 1 Wind Up Zen mains. Only use 1 really. In case our opponent has level 3 when we mind control and we have our recruiter, we got Leviathan Dragon, Zen mains, and Giga Brilliant for just if we mind control a level 3. For rank 4s, we have Palpor Operative, Roach, 2 Utopia to stall off attacks if need be, 1 Gagaga Cowboy, and My Stroke. Just hold off attacks, go for the burn damage. For synchros, if we take control of, like, if our opponent, like if we're playing against dragons and they set Flammable Guard as a blocker, we'll take it, we'll go for Catastor. Or if, like, we're playing against zombies and they have Plague Spreader or something set, like just to bluff, or they have it just on the field, we'll synchro, we'll use it to go into Orient Dragon. If they have any other synchro monsters, Orient Dragon will just banish them. 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Dark End Dragon, and Stardust Dragon. Basically, like if we're playing against those dragon matchups and they go for Debris Dragon, we'll chain like a Revelry or something, and they won't be able to really do anything. And if they leave the dragon, we'll mind control it and we'll synchro into one of these big guys right here. That does hurt the solidarity, but that's why we don't focus on playing the Aqua deck. So for the side deck, against OTKs and we don't have our traps, we can side in Battle Fader. Just if you want to like thin the deck out pretty quick for a OTK with Visionary, we'll play 1 Lila, or we can just like pop a card. It is a spellcaster, so it doesn't break solidarity. Injection Fairy Lily. For going for big power out assault, we'll just play Injection Fairy Lily and we'll hold off with her. And Mole. Mole will almost never be in your graveyard, so he doesn't really bother your solidarity plays. And Mole just returns like Stardust and stuff like that. For spells, you have a Wonder Wand. Equip it to a spellcaster, which the entire deck is spellcasters, and send it to the graveyard to draw 2. We'll play this with Recruiter and U+3. We side another MST. Fiendish Chain. Skill Drain. I like siding, like if we side Skill Drain, we'll side that 3rd MST so that we'll side the MST to get it off the field. We side Mind Drain. Mind Drain is great against dragons, great against mermails. Macrocosmos, extremely effective against mermails, extremely effective against dragons sometimes. Needle Sealing, great for OTKs. 2 Rivalry. Stardust can't stop this because it sends cards to the graveyard. This kills Evil Swarms, this kills Constellars, this kills most decks in the meta. Doesn't really hurt us because we all have spellcasters. And 1 Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. This card is too good. Just discard a card and send 1 card that your opponent controls back to the top of the deck. So that is a 15 card extra with your spells, your monsters, and your traps. The 15 extra, and your side deck. That is the Gravekeeper deck, guys. I hope you actually enjoy the deck, and I hope that you guys actually try it and play it for yourselves. And this deck overall is extremely powerful and it's extremely strong. And I haven't lost too many times with it. It's pretty strong against most of the matchups. We got grave locks, we got all kinds of things like mermails can't plus that much against Necro Valley, and when we side that Mind Drain and that Macrocosmos, it's just straight good game against mermails. It's good game against a lot of things. You play Necro Valley, spell books don't get their banishment effects. Dragons can't summon from the graveyard. Well, dragons can't banish from the graveyard to summon. They can only banish out of hand to summon from the graveyard. And they oftentimes can't always do that. That is the only way that they can get over this deck, really, but we have our solutions and our responses to that anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deck, and see y'all later. Remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and peace out.